So in the regular Nick game, everyone starts with a button, and you win a hand, and you get rid of your button, and the last person with a button pays everybody or pays a tax. In the progressive Nick game, no one starts with a button, and you win a hand and you get a button.
Let me just start the episode off by saying sorry for being late. I have not been awake for I've been awake for 20 minutes today.
The irony is the last episode after we were done filming, you were scolding someone for being late to meetings.
Yes.
Yeah. And then in the very next episode, you sleep in. We have to call your roommate to wake you up.
Yeah. So yesterday, me and Dean got in a huge fight because Dean is late for stuff sometimes, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he made us a little bit late for something. He made us 10 minutes late for something, and I flipped out. And today,
you haven't had a girlfriend in a while, have you?
we were because
they're always making people late.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
up.
you'd hate my fiance. I'm just a late person now. And I lie to her. I go, we gotta be there at 4:30. It's 5 o'clock. We're still 15 minutes late.
I haven't had a girlfriend in like 7 years, but Maddie has had. I've seen Maddie have a couple girlfriends, and every time he gets a girlfriend, he's always half hour late.
Yeah,
to everything.
That was one of the biggest fights I got in with my ex. Was like she would make us late to just about everything. And one night we had Kill Tony tickets, and there was like something in the air where I kind of felt like I was going to get on that night. Ooh. So I had to sign up, and I was like, "Hey," I called her earlier in the day, and I went, "Just so you know, this is very important to me. Like, and it is. We have to be there at 7. Like, we have to." The door guys are securing a great table for us because they know that we have tickets. So we're sitting right up front.
It's first come, first serve.
It's first come, first serve. I need you there at 7. Can you promise me that you'll be there? And she was like, yes. And then she showed up at like 8. And I was angry for the whole show.
Well, what's more important? What your plans or her?
It's not about, it's okay. So I get
she's
that, like,
the most important thing in the world.
Women are late for stuff. Always. But if you if you give the preface of like, hey, this is extremely important, like I need you to treat it like it's a flight at the airport.
Yeah.
Then at that point you should be able to like.
Yeah, and you have to be smart though. You only get a few of those because if you keep saying that, she's gonna go, well, nothing's that important. So you got to save them. And yeah, my girl, if I tell her, I'm like, hey, like, I know I normally say 7 and we like have to leave. Then she'll normally lock in, but that's annoying. I understand that where you are like, am I not important? Please.
Am I not important? That was what was going on where I was like, I was losing my fucking mind in the parking lot. But then today, we hosted my dating show last night.
Yeah.
And the dating show has always gone like pretty good. It's always gone well. Last night was the first night where like wire to wire, both of the dates, the whole show was just like
like bumpy.
Like crushed.
Oh, it was great.
It was unbelievable. And after the show, people were buying me drinks and stuff. We went to a bar. We went to another bar. I did more stand-up at 1 a.m. I closed down Latchkey.
Dang.
I came home. I left my car in East Austin. Then I came back. I was like, well, lucky for me. I had this written down in my calendar. And if it's in the Google Calendar, I do not fucking miss. I don't miss it. It's in the Google Calendar. Last night at like 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. I go, at least I don't have anything to do tomorrow. It was like insane. So I woke up this morning to Dean Stanfield in my room being like, hey, Bubba, you got to get up. And I'm like, what? Oh, you know those ones where like you have the eye mask on and somebody comes in, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And, the only thing that I have going for me right now is yesterday, 2 nights ago, I had 2 beers. I woke up and I had one of those hangovers where you have 2 beers and you feel like you had 15 the night before. Last night, I probably had 10 beers. I feel like I had 2. So we're ripping.
You're fine.
We're fucking ripping, baby. It's A-okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm in, baby.
I do like that about the airports. That's like the last stronghold for like hot chicks. Or like there is no bending the rule. It's like, this is your flight. If you're not here on time, the plane will leave.
Yeah.
Like the entire world bends around their time frame. But like the airport, it's the last stand. It's like you get
chicks
here or the plane leaves.
Holy shit, that's so
it's great.
funny.
And they close the doors early too.
Yeah.
You got to get there early.
I wonder how, like, you go to a lot of like pretty fancy restaurants. Do they bend when it comes to reservation times? Like, do they understand a lot of these guys are on dates with chicks that, you know, they might be an hour later? Or do they cancel the reservation?
I think all the places are about the same. Like, they give you like a 20-minute grace period. Yeah.
But it's done after the 20 minutes.
I mean, I've showed up to a few restaurants and waited longer for my date to arrive.
Oh, so you get there early, hold it down.
I'm punctual.
Have a couple old fashions.
I'm pretty much on time or early to places.
But
you know, I just have like a general respect for people's time, you know, and humanity in my heart.
I do too, but today I fucked up and I felt really bad. Anytime I wake up and I have missed calls from both of you guys, I'm like, oh fuck, this is. I'm like, I'm not that late. And then I looked at the phone. They're like, yeah, we're gonna roll at 10:30. It's 11:15. So rocking, rolling.
That's great that it went good. It's been going great, and last night was the best of all of them.
Last night was the best one. So, dude, one thing that I kind of really like about my business partner Will is he will tell me when I'm not doing good or when things are like not going in a direction that he's not like fucking psyched about. So yesterday he's like, hey, I feel like you're like not taking this seriously. He's like, I feel like you've been doing really well hosting this, but we could 100% kick this up to another level if you took this really seriously and started doing your homework. And I was like, okay. So yesterday
you took it more serious.
I took it more seriously. He's like, dude, we're going to switch it up. We're going to be blindfolding the candidates. But he's like, I need you to watch like other dating shows, do your intel. And so I spent like the entire day from like 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock getting ready for the show. And then when I got up there, it was like, normally I have a list of questions that I need to look at. Yeah. I'm not fucking looking at anything. I'm just locked in, 100% present.
So he was absolutely right.
He was 100% correct. And it changed the show was fucking nuts. Like we were
I wish I came. Shit.
Yeah, come next time. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really fun. We had a good time.
Would you and Will ever would you consider him as like a manager candidate for yourself?
I mean, I would love to have a formal manager, somebody to do all this stuff. But the thing is, like, is
he in that realm?
No, I would love to have him be that guy. The thing is, Dean just got formal management, and like a lot of these people in Austin, a lot of people that we know get a manager so that they can say, hey, I have a manager, and it feels cool to say that you're going to lunch with your manager. It's like
makes you feel more of like a pro.
Makes you feel important. Dean just got signed to this manager, and like they helped him submit to SNL. They helped him get on JFL. Like he's doing fucking good because of it. So I'm like, I would love to have somebody that could do that. And if Will could figure out how to do that 100%, I'd be down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have somebody that's like in your corner going to bat for you. Cause you can only do so much for yourself, you know, eventually like this whole DIY thing is definitely the way things are going down. People are self-booking. People are like creating their own stuff. But at the end of the day, we were talking about like the airport being like the last stronghold for late women. Mm-hmm. Like there still is this like comedy stronghold of you gotta be repped to do certain things.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That might be a good bit, the airport thing.
I think that is a bit. It's a good bit for sure.
Has anyone done it?
I've never heard anything like it. You should just take it and run with it.
I started writing a little bit last few weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I'm getting a little inspired, and I started writing in my note folder some new bits.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I need to do a mic soon.
Come to the mics, man.
I know.
Just to work it out. Bro,
I've got one about my father being a degenerate gambler his whole life, and at his funeral, I called everyone that he owed money to angel investors. I was like, you're now angel investors. All right. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good.
Working that one out.
They are angel investors. Man.
It's kind of dark too, because my dad's dead.
Yeah, it is dark, but that's the fucking funniest shit.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, it's tough to talk about some of that stuff. Dude, the hard transition right into the poker stuff. What do you think about that thing that's in the Big Beautiful Bill, the new 90% rule for gambling earnings?
Oh, it's It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll kill professional gambling in the United States. You cannot be profitable with only being allowed to deduct 90% of your losses. Because in gambling, a professional gambler...
So just explain what the rule is up top.
So the rule is, it goes in place next year, that you can only deduct 90% of your losses instead of 100% of your losses. That's the standard. That's how it's always been. With 90% of your loss, like professional gamblers make their money on like small margins.
Yes.
So there's tons of variance in poker. There's tons of variance in sports betting, DraftKings, whatever. You're never going to just win. You lose and you win, and you win and you lose, and it goes back and forth. And if you're a professional, if you're good, you win slightly more than you lose.
Yeah.
So at the year's end, let's say you have $2 million in bets, and let's say you're a pro, so you could win. Let's say you win
$1 million, you lose $1 million. In this example.
Well, that's breaking. That's breaking even.
So let's say you broke even. You won $1 million, you lost $1 million.
You broke dead even. Well, it used to be you wouldn't pay taxes on anything because you didn't make any money. You have zero profit. Now, that $1 million that you lost, you can only deduct $900,000.
Yeah.
So you have to pay taxes
on $100,000
that you did not win.
So I think in people's heads, when they hear this 90% example, in a lot of minds, right, when you sort of think of it, it's hard not to think of it like this. But in people's heads, they go, oh, that just means that the gamblers are going to pay 10% more in taxes. And it's like, no, that's not even close. Could be the difference between there could be situations where guys have a rough year and you lose 50 grand gambling, but because of the 90% rule, you end up paying as if you won, right? Because let's say that example, right? It
depends on volume.
Yeah. Let's say you bet $1 million, you lose $1 million. You win $1 million, you lose $1 million. In another example, let's say you win $1 million, and then you lose $1 million, and you win $900,050. You lost 50 grand. But because of that 90% rule, you basically deduct 900,000 in losses, and you won 950. So you would pay taxes on 50 grand in winnings, even though you lost.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this earlier, and you're like, I think we both have pretty strong views on sports bettings. I think DraftKings is a pretty evil thing. It's going to fucking destroy a lot of people's lives. Yeah. And I think
it already is. And it's now a betting culture, and it's it's in the zeitgeist. Every college kid is addicted to sports betting, pretty much. And it's made into this big thing online now, where it's all the boys get together and do parlays, and they don't realize how bad they're getting fucked by the juice and by the books.
By the Jews, yes.
Yeah. It's well, they don't even realize how juiced parlays are.
Yeah.
They're way more juiced than 10%.
Well,
parlays and
it's compounding interest, basically.
Well,
where it's you get a 90% odds and it carries over and over. The difficult thing about all these is when you go on these sites and they give you the line, they don't give it to you in a way that looks like, okay, we're taking 10% off. It just gives you a number, a minus 115, when it would be a minus 105 or something.
People also don't realize what the true odds should actually be. So these young college kids, these impressionable kids, they only post the huge winning lottery tickets, the 10-team parlays that hit, 15-team parlays that hit, and they convince these kids that you can take $1 and turn it into $100,000, or take a $5 bet and win $250,000. That's happening about the same amount that someone wins a lottery, and then there's millions of tickets that are losers, and that's how they make all the profit. But anyway, the bets that they're making, the true for just example, a rough example, you put in a parlay, the true odds probably should be, this will be fictitious, but let's say 50 to 1. what the books will offer you, what DraftKings and FanDuel, they'll offer you like 9-1 on a bet that should be 50-1.
Wow. Okay.
They're completely like just absolutely raping you with
there's no way that you can win. And that's so I think what the problem with what they're trying to do with this bill is, like, I do think we should take steps to like try to curb this type of sports gambling in the US and like these types of like betting and fucking casino gambling and all this shit. The problem is you are gambling, but you're also playing with an edge. So in the long run, you are probably going to win money, and it's going to affect people that this is a legitimate business for. And
sure, it's going to encourage more shady behavior.
Yeah, it's going to push everything into the shadows.
Yeah.
You're going to, if you know that you bet high volume sports gambling and you know, kind of like, it doesn't even matter if you win or lose. If you're looking at this and you're going like, oh, fuck, I might have to pay huge amounts in taxes on sports gambling this year. Why wouldn't you push it to illegal bookies where there are no limits and the guy can break your fucking legs? Where it's like, it's going to shift the business that's Tony Soprano and the boxes is Ziti.
It reminds me of like when they started like legalizing weed, and then they added all the heavy like 18% taxes to it. This is in like California. And then everyone just went back to illegal drug dealers.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't want to pay 24 1/8. Like, I get you're trying to do something good, but I feel like it's kind of that same vein.
No, 100%. I remember when that was going on, and like by the time I was like in college, weed had gotten so cheap where like, an eighth was like, an eighth is like 3 grams. It's like $20.
Yeah. That's like
so cheap.
So cheap.
And just cheap as fuck. You get an eighth of weed for $20. So like $7 a gram, $6 a gram. Then you would go to, I remember going to a dispensary in Colorado, and I'd heard so much about these dispensaries, and you fucking walk into this dispensary and it's $25 a gram.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we fucking doing?
It's so dumb.
You know, a good example on the gambling stuff is roulette. So this summer I played roulette a few times, and what they don't tell you is, all right, the reason
they don't factor in the green button. That's what it is.
So the green zero. The reason roulette is not profitable is because of that one green zero.
Yes.
So there's 36 numbers, I believe. Is it 36 or 30?
30, I see 35, but then the zero would be 36.
There's a red 36.
Yep, right here. You're right, 36.
Okay, so they pay
1 in 36
They pay
odds.
30. They pay 35-1 when you hit a number, and then that's profitable for them because there's 36 numbers plus the green.
So there's 37 dots, and they pay you as if there's 35.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then the reason that the red and black is profitable for them, when you bet red or black, you think it's 50-50. It's not, because there's one green. Now, the other kicker is you can only play a board with one green zero if you go to high limit. If you're out in the main room, the main floor, there's 2 zeros. There's a 0 and a double 0. So your odds get worse. What DraftKings does and FanDuel does is they put like 8 green zeros on the board when you're placing a sports bet or like a parlay.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you. Like the average bettor doesn't realize how much they're getting juiced or how much the odds should actually be. But they're putting tons of green zeros all over their site. And I mean, people can't win. Literally can't win.
And the green zero in professional poker is the pot rake or the hourly rate to sit at the table, right? Like,
it would
the
be
difference being
the
that you
seat fee or the rake. So in other states it's rake. In Texas it's considered you pay for your time. So you're renting the seat from the club and you pay them separately. It doesn't come off the table. In other states the money comes out off the table into a rake drop.
But this is gonna be absolutely brutal for a business like the Lodge, where all of the money is
potentially
accounted for.
If this goes into place, if it'll be brutal for tournaments. So cash games are self-reported and can't be tracked. Because you don't, I mean, you have to self-track is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They can't be tracked by a system. Tournaments, anything over $5,000 in profit, you get a W-2. So you get paperwork. But yeah, like if you take away the green zeros, you can bet red or black all day, and it's gonna be a 50-50 proposition. You're not losing any money betting red or black. But as soon as you put the green zero, your equity goes below 50%, and so now you're putting the money in bad.
They're also getting like celebrities to back these bad bets where they make it seem like it's
Jamie
like
Foxx was one of the first ones for MGM.
This Barstool one's crazy to me. Travis Hunter to have a offense and defensive touchdown in the same game. I get you get a 17 game span, but it has to be the same game, is only plus 125. That's barely
And
So he has to get a pick and a touchdown in the same game.
yeah, and
in one game.
in one game. So it can't be like week 1 and week 3. It has to be both in week 3 or
Yeah,
both in week.
so true odds would probably be like 4 or 5 to 1.
Yeah, that's
And
like
they're-
those are
and they're-
insanely shit. That's like odds like when like a team is like a 2-point favorite is like plus 125 money line.
Yeah, so they're giving you plus 125 for him to do something that hasn't been done in probably over a decade.
Yeah, since like Charles Woodson maybe.
Yeah, that's
or
nuts.
Dion even, probably that far
Crazy,
back. It's
dude.
so it's and it's
Yeah, if you wanted to get like a line on getting struck by lightning, DraftKings might give you 10 to 1. They'll be like, yeah,
fucking great.
maybe 10 to 1.
Man, it's just interesting watching like what's going on with this, where it just seems like it's just classic, like the government, which is the fix that is needed to fix the problem is never like the fix that you get. It's something that just like if you're watching from afar and you kind of don't understand a business, you're like, or that sector, you look at it and you go like, oh yeah, that's probably what we need. But if you're like in that specific
If they're
sector,
trying
you're
to
like,
kill,
whoa,
if they're trying to kill professional gambling, they're doing a great job. But I mean, I don't see how, if they had any advisor in there that understood gambling, how they could recommend 90% of your losses being deducted. That literally makes it impossible to professionally sports bet.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get in there and somebody's gonna get in there and lobby the shit out of them, get it canceled, you know? Because
Hopefully.
I don't know. It's part of the BBB, which has gone through the House and Senate, right?
I think right now it's in place to go into law next year. There would have to be.
It's already been signed.
The OBBBA.
The One Big Beautiful Bill Act was signed into law.
Sick.
Jesus Christ. So if it's already signed, that means it is going into law next year.
Yeah, as of right now.
Has it ever happened where something like that goes through and then gets pulled back?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance it could get killed, or it could get is it reformed, or I'm not in politics.
We're really showing how fucking dumb we are here.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh boy.
Yeah, how does it get killed? How does it?
I think they could like retable it, and so they could say that they want next year to like adjust the big beautiful bill
Sure.
and then change it again, and then if they can't get votes, kind of like the weed bill here, where it just like they retabled it because they couldn't agree on it, so it like erased everything.
No, but Abbott didn't sign it. That was the thing.
He didn't
Abbott
sign
vetoed
it, and then they're doing like a retabling on the 6th or like soon, and it's banning all vapes in Texas is what they're gonna go for. That's gonna be like his W to Republicans.
I like that.
I mean, it's fine. I don't give a fuck. I smoke trees, so I don't care.
Yeah. Weed vapes or just all
Weed,
vapes?
all vapes. Any vape that like, there's like a certain way it has to look. The whole angle they're taking is that it's marketed to children.
It's
It's
hard to
totally- it's a
argue that
pacifier.
it isn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's a pacifier.
bro, if you've been addicted to a vape at any point in your life and then stopped,
I have not, and but I've seen so many.
you've
people.
watched me
I've
in
watched,
here
yeah.
rip them out of the packages, get so excited, and you're like, oh, I'm vaping. This is fucking awesome. And then you're doing it, and you're like, this fucking sucks. Like, dude, it noticeably changes my performance on the podcast,
yeah,
too.
I hate it.
Like, as soon as I rip the vape, I can't fucking talk anymore. It sucks my whole personality out of me.
My brother was addicted to it too.
It's fucking disgusting.
I hate it.
You watch people
can't-
do it. It's
I
like
mean-
it's a legit pacifier.
Yeah, not a fan. I'm taking. I'm going to Lake Tahoe tomorrow.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm kind of going on a first date to Lake Tahoe.
You're fucking nuts. You're the only guy that'll go on a fucking
I'm
7-day
pretty
first
excited.
date. You're
No, I have a really good feeling about this one. She's a language pathologist.
I'm a pathological linguist.
Pathological cutalingus.
But did you know that I went through speech therapy for years?
Yeah, so you had like a lisp or a speech impediment?
I had a
growing up?
speech impediment, severe dyslexia. My mom wouldn't let people call me retarded, so that was nice. But it was rough. Like I don't think I could read till 12.
Whoa, holy shit.
Yeah. And then speaking in public or trying to read something out loud was nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Trying to read out loud is scary.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
So how did you fix that? You were homeschooled for a lot?
I went to a speech therapist. This is what she does. The wonderful lady that I met. Mm-hmm. And she just helps kids every day. She's an angel.
She is an angel.
Yeah.
That's such a bold bet to take someone on a week-long first date.
We've been talking. There's, FaceTime, there's texting. This day and age, it's a little different. It's not like you can't communicate and see each other before hanging out, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I love that idea of like a vacation date or like a weekend away early
Yeah.
on in a relationship. I think that's really fucking cool and a
Yeah.
really good idea. But man, it's fucking terrifying, man. I mean, it's a lot to handle.
We're going to go hiking.
Do you know where you're gonna hike?
No.
I have some recommendations.
But we're staying like on the lake, and then I think there's hiking all around there. So
Yeah, there's hikes everywhere. I mean, I was a season pass holder at Squaw Valley, which is now renamed Palisades Tahoe, but it is one of the gnarliest mountains in America. It's Brandon, look up hardest ski resorts in the U.S. I think it'll go Bridger Bowl, Palisades Tahoe, Alta, which are my three favorite. Yes, I'm fucking hardcore. Number 10, Mad.
All right, here we go.
Number 1, Kicking Horse.
Not even, that's British Columbia.
Jackson Hole, that's not true. Mount Baker, this guy's Snow. Get the fuck out. Palisades, yeah, that's number 5. So, dude, that's it right there. There's some stuff inbounds at Palisades that like you'll look at and you'll just be like, there's a 50-foot cliff in the run.
jeez.
And no one hits it, but it's just there.
You could.
If you fall really bad, you could get fucked up and end up there. It's one of the sickest places I've ever
Do
been.
pros go off of it?
I mean, it's one of those places where like some of the gnarliest skiers that have ever lived. Shane McConkey grew up skiing there. I think he died skiing, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah, or it might have been he died in a
avalanche?
base jumping accident, I think. He's one of the greatest skiers of all time. Yeah, base jump.
Wow. One of his skis failed to release, sending him into a spin. Oh. Pull his parachute. Oh, man.
Yeah, but he's one of the gnarliest guys that's ever lived, and he grew up skiing at Squaw Valley. And if you go to this bar, there's a bar called it's called Le Chamois at the bottom, and at the bottom of the bar, if you walk in at the top of the stairs in the second floor, there's a bunch of people's portraits on the wall, and it's everyone that grew up skiing at Squaw Valley that died skiing or died skiing at Squaw Valley, and it's a big wall. It's fucking crazy.
Yikes.
Like it's pretty hardcore. But yeah, I think it's one of the greatest.
Well, this will be my first time in Lake Tahoe. I've always wanted to go.
Yes, I hope you get laid.
No comment.
Damn. So
yeah, no, I'm pumped. You want to do a poker hand?
let's do it. I feel like I'm bouncing all over the place. This is what happens when I'm a touch hungover.
All right, what do we
Was
got
this
here?
what you guys were playing when Eric?
Oh, this is Better Call Saul. Bet or Call Saul. This guy's from Tampa, Florida, where
Pretty funny.
my old home. He's in the lightning shirt there with the hat.
Just getting upset about straddling?
Yes. No, sorry. That was the bounty game.
So
The
crypto
chickadees for Better Call Saul.
Crypto Max opens to 500.
Three bets
We're playing
to
the
$2
Nick game.
That was the 3 in a row.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
So what
3
was my
bets to
strategy?
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it
With
was
jacks.
two
To make
hands.
it so
Or
he
was
had
it
to
two? I
act
can't
early.
remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
Oh, we're
It's
also
fun,
playing
yeah,
the
you put that
progressive
person
Nick
in the
game,
hot
it looks
seat, they go,
like. So the more hands you win, the more buttons you get, and then the more you get paid.
So what's the progressive Nick game? By the way, I just last night sat down and watched an entire video on what the namings in the rotation are. So I do get under the gun +1, hijack.
UTG +1, UTG +2, middle position, low jack, hijack, cut off, button, small blind, big blind.
Yeah, they're just names for different
The names of the positions on the table.
10 people on the table.
9.
9.
Yeah. But that helps you understand the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Lets
You're
you know
doing
where you are.
research.
I'm doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
A
So
lot
yeah,
of nines
this
and
is
jacks
unethical.
out. This is kind of crazy.
That's a pretty strong word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided to cold 4.
But actually, sorry, Brandon, pause for one more second. You were just I totally interrupted you explaining what the Super Nick game is.
Progressive Nick game. So in the regular Nick game, everyone starts with a button, and you win a hand, and you get rid of your button, and the last person with a button pays everybody or pays a tax. In the progressive Nick game, no one starts with a button, and you win a hand and you get a button. So you're trying to collect the buttons,
Okay.
and there's only a certain amount of buttons to win. So I think we had like 9 buttons you could win in this game. So the more hands you win and the more losers there are, the more you get paid.
So all of the losers pay out at the end?
Exactly.
Oh,
Anyone
yeah.
who doesn't have a button in front of them has to pay people with the buttons. So you're incentivized to keep winning hands, keep winning buttons.
I saw this in a Brad Owen video. They called it the Squid Game.
Yes.
Is it the same as that?
Yes.
Okay, so he was explaining this where in, like, let's say there's 9 people on the table and there's 9 buttons, right? For every button, you have to pay $100.
Yeah.
Everyone has to pay. Everyone who does not have a button
Has to pay per
the person-
button.
Per button. So it sounds very simple because if it's like $100 a button, but if everyone collects it, like let's say you get all 9 buttons,
You want more losers. Yeah, because let's say there's 9 buttons to be awarded. If you don't have a button, you have to pay 900. 100 times 9. But if there's 2 people, then that means 2 people have to pay 100 times 9. So there's 1,800. And if there's 3 losers, 2,700.
yeah.
3,600 if there's 4. You know, it keeps adding on the more losers there are.
So the less winners there are, the more
The more the buttons are worth.
that's going to be collected.
Yeah,
Got it.
because you get paid from each loser.
And how many buttons do you have right now?
It looks like I have 1, and DQ has 2. But yeah, so what's great about this game is it incentivizes you to keep playing aggressive, to keep playing to win the hand, because you
want a
benefit.
button. It's a little bit
You
of
want more.
extra.
You want all the buttons. Yeah.
Does it make doing the odds in your head kind of difficult?
So it's not really odds. It's more what it does is it widens the range of hands that people will play.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, I think this is why I play the hand this way and the money gets in, because ranges have to be wider. You have to play more aggressive. So people are going to get the money in more often than if it wasn't a progressive Nick game. If that
Got
makes
it.
sense. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Trouble for
I
T1000.
didn't
Better
even
Call
realize,
Saul
like,
with the
it was in the
jacks.
spirit
Crypto
and
Max
fun
with
of the
Jack
game.
9.
This may be a short day for me because
Okay.
I've had all the money wired and on the table.
speech.
So
Copy.
Just
He
another
seems like a
speech.
sweet guy.
Yeah,
man.
you just got wrecked, dude.
The
All the
nicest
money,
all
bankroll
around.
on table announced. So Better Call Saul.
You see what I mean?
I'm just
What
telling
is
you.
with
I'm
these
not
Austin
going.
people?
This might be a short day.
He's Florida. He's not Austin.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're in.
You should
Yeah.
stand up.
Okay. Explain your thinking there.
It was like 7 more K to call.
And how much was already in the pot?
Yeah, it was like 7K. I think I 4-bet to 50 something hundred. 5,600. What did I 4-bet to? He only had like 12.5.
God damn it.
So it's
Nines versus Jacks.
if he has ace queen, ace king there, which he's going to have a lot with the Nick game on, I'm ahead of those hands, and I've already invested like 5,500. So for 7,000 more, I don't think I can fold.
Yeah, makes complete sense. So we're in.
But we're crushed by any bigger pairs.
And what you also don't don't is that somebody had Jack 9 too, which weakens the odds for you.
I think if he had like 15, 16K,
I mean,
I would consider folding. I think for 7 more, I'm just
It's always up
going to pay.
oh, once. Let's go once.
If you
But
catch
what's-
a 9, I go home.
What's funny about this hand is me and Mariano was on the table. He just noticed how every time he's in Austin, people will give a huge speech when they have a really big hand. They go, "Oh, you got it, you got me, I'm going home," and every time they win. and he's like, it only happens in Austin. And then this hand happens, and Better Call Saul says, "Well, this is all I got. I guess I'm going home."
It's gonna be
And
hard
then
to
he
hit.
stacks me.
Yeah.
You did it again, just like his last stream.
8.
Telling him what
We
you're
need an 8.
I don't even
We do not get
Nine
it.
and a
We need
nine only for
we need a
26
9.
Gs.
No.
Oh,
And there goes the trip to Tahoe.
Jesus, that gave me a heart attack.
It was almost a short
One
day.
pot.
Well, bam.
See what happened there?
Fucking the speech.
Dude, they all have it.
The speech.
Every Austin player has this up their sleeve.
Except I'm from Florida.
Okay, well, you're in Austin, so there you go. There's something about this place. Yeah.
I like him. I like Better Call Saul. He seems like a good guy.
I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of Mariano. I got to see him in Vegas this summer, and we played a little cash together. And yeah, I mean, he's very famous in the poker world. He's always on the big streams, and so many people have opinions of him that don't really know him. But I mean, he's been a really nice guy to me, and I think he just went to Hawaii with his girlfriend. He asked for some tips because I was there a few weeks before.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a super nice guy.
Brandon, we got to take vacation notes from these fucking poker players.
I know.
Jesus.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. Good.
Ooh, this is a big one. So I just won a large pot with I think 2 pair.
snap call. Oh, that was quick.
So I
I
have
thought about it.
Holy shit.
I start this hand with 80K, and
Going on here.
looks like DQ opens to 1500 first act with King 9, and Mariano defends the big blind with 7-8, and I defend my straddle with King 4 suited, and I flop 2 pair again.
It's a great flop.
Yeah, and the pot's already bloated because I was in the 400 straddle, I believe. 2 or 400 straddle, and the open was pretty large. So I opened to 1500. So now he bets through. Bets like quarter pot, or
It was 1,500.
there's 1500.
And you're frothing at the mouth right now because everybody has something that they kind of like here, right? I mean, maybe Mariano's not crazy about middle pair, but everybody, you could.
Sure. So what's interesting about this raise, I think, I don't study solvers too much, but solvers don't like to raise with like top and bottom or top 2 pair a lot. Or so I've heard.
Wait, so explain that the solver doesn't like to
So
raise with top and bottom?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that like a solver would rather raise 8-4 than King 8 or King 4, because yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive because King 4 and King 8 are better hands. But what that does is having the king in your hand makes it less likely that your opponent has top pair. So if your opponent doesn't have top pair, and you check raise King 8, and let's say it's going to be much harder for them to have a calling hand.
Oh, okay. So if you have 8-4, they might have a pair of kings and go like, "Ooh, I'm in."
They want to keep putting money in the pot.
Got it. So because you have worse hands, even though you're statistically in a worse off position, you're going to get the other guy more excited.
Yeah, it's more likely that they have the top pair, but like me having the king kind of blocks the top pair. But like I said, I don't really study solvers that much, so I'm going to check raise when I have top and bottom and try to get value from the king if they do have it. And fortunately for me, he flopped top pair and he's not folding.
Who's the bet to right now?
DQ.
It is DQ, yeah.
Got it.
4,500 to call.
4,500 to call. Yeehaw.
It's a super dry board too. King 8-4 is just... I'm basically saying I have a set or two pair.
So do you like the way that you bet there, or do you think you kind of got lucky?
I like the way I bet as long as I do it with, I need to be doing that with some other hands too, like 6-7 of spades or 5-7 of spades, or let's say 5-6 of spades, like gut shots with backdoor flush draws, like 7-5 of clubs, 6-5 of clubs, 6-5 of hearts. So I need to be mixing some of my check raises with weak draw hands.
Got it.
Or backdoor draws with like a gut shot to be balanced. I can't just only check raise sets in two pairs, because then you become easy to play against. And I'm an aggressive enough player, and I have enough raises in my range to where like when I do flop top two pair, I can raise and get action, because I will do it. And I will do it plenty often with other holdings.
Makes sense. All right, let's see that card. Oh, exactly what we're looking for. Full house, board secured. Wait, hold on. It says he's still got a 1% chance of winning. What does he need to? What card?
He can only tie with a king.
There's the boat for T1000. DQ. Also with the king in his hand.
DQ said it was telling me I was shaking this hand.
Okay, what are we going with?
I think the only sizing here is you got to go
Quick
small.
call from DQ.
Quick call from DQ, 27K. Bam.
We get a perfect river.
DQ now with a better two pair.
So now, if I did happen to check raise like a king queen, king jack, king 10 hand, he's now beating all those bigger kings, which kind of sucks him into the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the
Kings
best.
and nines.
It was an absolute perfect river.
Let's
But
get that
T1000
Tahoe
with the
vacation
boat
paid
on
for.
hand
Here
number
we go.
We're getting the
51.
vacation back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going back to Palisades Tahoe.
You got a good hand. Your Rolex is even shaking.
He said my Rolex is shaking.
Got a great
You're not
hand.
even responding.
This is not a bluff.
The robot.
Wow.
This is not a bluff. Call.
18,000.
Quick call from DQ.
Oh my God.
What a horrible river card for DQ.
How much?
18,503 calls.
$64,000. Here we go.
Perfect river.
And
Yeah,
T1000.
You almost made a WNBA player salary in one hand.
$64,250.
I mean, that's a really brutal river for DQ. Like hitting the offsuit 9 there sucks.
D fucking Q. Goddamn. Well,
He's got his own chair. You see that?
yeah, dude. Oh, but this is one random thing that I was thinking of. Do you get to pick what you want to sit in when you go to the lodge?
No, you draw.
What do you mean?
Or, well, they draw. So they spread the deck ace through 9 or ace through 8, however many players, and then they shuffle them up, and then they have a sheet of paper with all the names on them, and then they draw seats. So it's a random selection.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that keeps it fair, and no one's like hunting a certain seat on a certain player.
Sick. Well, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you could make it today.
I'm glad I could make it. Well, I'll see you next week.
Next week.
All right.